It's finished here at Hayes Lane, Bromley 2, Altrincham 2, a quite extraordinary game of football, and with Phil Parkinson. Phil, what are your emotions at the end of, particularly the second half, extraordinary game?
Yeah, just sheer delight that we were able to claw back that point. Yeah, had everything, didn't it, that game? So to go 1-up, I felt was a bit against, well, very against the run of play. I thought Bromley were outstanding in the first half, really asked a lot of questions of us. We played into their hands a little bit, but ultimately we played a team who were bang at it today, and we've done ever so well to get through that first half the way we did.
Yeah, it certainly was against the run of play, but the goal that we got in that first half, but it was a really well worked goal, and that aspect of it, that still managing to offer a threat. It's probably the first time we'd entered their box to get the goal, but it was really important in a game like this that when you do get the chance to attack, that you are dangerous.
But with the players we've got, we're always going to offer that threat. We're one of the best at counter-attacking in the division. I think there's an older shot who were top of the stats for counter-attacks in the league. So yeah, we always knew that we would pose a threat, but I just felt they were so strong in the first half. I didn't think we could cope with that again in the second half, and we had to adjust, and we had to fight. We had to fight for our lives. Unfortunately, Elliot gets sent off, and I think it's the softest yellow you're ever going to see in your life. There was a number of them types of little pullbacks from both teams' mind as well, not just us. So all you ask for there is consistency, and unfortunately it went against us there. And then you think you're really up against it then with 10 men. But what has this team got? Character in abundance. So proud of them tonight.
And particularly in terms of what we were up against, the injury to Eddie Jones is obviously a blow, and you've asked Lewis Banks to fulfil a somewhat unusual role at left back, but also George Wilson, a word on him coming into the team, and then he moved into midfield later on. What a game for him to be pitched into, but they all did everything you must have wanted to ask for them.
George Wilson, I mean, my hat's got to go off to him. He was absolutely fantastic tonight to come in like that and perform that to that level as well. Not let us down out of position and go into centre mid and still have the legs to play against 11 men when we were at 10. Absolutely phenomenal performance from him, returning from injury, waiting for his time. That's what this club's all about, rewarding that patience and hard work. But yeah, I can't speak highly enough of George. But yeah, after we got in at half time, and then they've equalised, haven't they? And they've gone 2-1 up. You're thinking it's a mountain to climb, but again, the challenge from Arthur's, it was absolutely scandalous, and again very cynical. I'd be really I know Andy is disappointed speaking to him, because they go on and win comfortably, I think then. But when it went 10v10, I felt we were the stronger team. I felt the tables turned slightly then.
Absolutely, and in terms of sort of tactically, we obviously changed it to a sort of 3 at the back, and it almost felt as if perhaps there was a sort of comfort with the roles for some of the people. And actually, I don't know whether that's normally how you would do it when you go down to 10 men, or whether that's something you'd planned or something you just saw on the day. But actually, the formation that we ended up with that 10, it almost felt like it kind of gave us a bit of something extra.
Well, we were considering playing 3 at the back anyway against Bromley, but we went with our normal shape, rightly or wrongly. So ultimately, the shape that we ended up playing would have been close to what we spoke to the players about anyway. I think the biggest thing for me, the biggest positive that I'll take, is how brave we were as a management team and as a football club. We put all our forwards on. We could have put Liam Brockbank on, a defensive-minded wing-back. We didn't. We had Matty Koslow on, we had Regan Linney on, we got Dior Angus on, so the sort of 5 at the back with the wing backs tucking in, 2 in midfield, 2 up front. We really went for it, and we got our rewards for that in the end. To get that draw at the end, that'll feel like a loss to them and a win to us. So a brilliant free kick, and again he was hacked down about 3 times for the ref give it. So I'm so pleased that, for Noobs as well, to finish the way he did, to get that goal was great for him.
He when the free kick was given, I was saying in commentary, it's Chris Clark territory. We didn't have him on the pitch, but turned out we didn't need him. I mean, what a free kick from Alex! Absolutely perfect.
And it had to be, because Grant Smith's one of the best in the division, so that was the only thing for me. Could he hit it well enough to beat him? He stifled us at our place. I felt we were far superior at home and we lost, and I feel that's been the trend when we played Bromley. We've been superior and either lost or drawn. We've played here, I felt they were superior, particularly in the first half. Second half, when it was 10v10, I felt we were on top then, but it was end to end. And like you said, for Newby to score that free kick, it must have been brilliant for the fans and yourselves to witness that, because that was a top quality finish.
Absolutely, and a word on the fans. it's a long old trip, 2 days before Christmas. The scenes at the end, from watching from the far side here, were incredible, and the away support has really gone up a level, and it's huge credit to the guys who got involved in that, and it must make a big difference for you guys.
It's huge, and we keep talking about wanting to be a bigger club, don't we, in a growing club, and that needs to happen, and the fans have really stepped up and done that, and that's why I took the time to go to try and shake as many people's hands as I could, because I know it's a huge ask to come up here. We're in the same boat, Christmas Eve tomorrow, but obviously we're here as professional athletes and management team, etc. So we have to be here. The fans don't have to be here. They've travelled a long way. They give everything, and I'd like to think they can see that reflected on the pitch. The lads give everything for the football club, the shirt, the teammates, the fans, you guys, the direct, everyone. The lads left it all out there, and that makes that travel all the more worthwhile then.
The quick turnaround for Boxing Day was always going to be a challenge. It's perhaps even more of a challenge having played the second half with 10 men, and the suspension, presumably Elliot Osborne will be missing, I don't know, but I guess part of it is going to be for both these teams today. They've given absolutely everything to recover in time for Boxing Day. That's going to be a big challenge.
It will. We've got it, ourselves and Bromley have got it really bad, haven't we, in terms of the time that we've got to recover now with the later kick-off. Bromley, the home team, we've got a lot of travel to do now to get home, so we'll be back at a ridiculous time. Ideally, we would have come in Christmas Eve rather than Christmas Day, but because we're back so late, we're going to have to give the lads tomorrow and then come in Christmas Day, which isn't great. And I know Premiership teams do it, but we're not a Premiership team. We're at the bottom of the full-time barrel kind of thing, and it's a big ask for our lads to do that. It's a big sacrifice that they've given to travel down last night, to get home late tomorrow, to be absolutely exhausted, to spend time with the families Christmas Eve, but then to come in Christmas Day. We ask everything of these players, and that's what I want everybody to always remember, that as I said, they give everything on the pitch, and that's why I've always wanted that here. I've wanted the team to be something that the fans can be proud of, and I think everything we do, they should be.
Absolutely, and well done, Phil, and Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you.